Shoulder to shoulder, it's Nolan Hoffman and Kent Mania as the riders come to the wire. Hoffman too sharp for him. Hoffman does it. Nolan Hoffman beats Kent Mania into second. Well, that's right. You've joined us once again on In the Bunch, the world's fastest moving cycling magazine show. This week, the menu action-packed as always. We go mountain biking, the National Mountain Bike Series. We ask you whether power meters are to be or not to be. Devon Short, a young star, heading for the stars. We catch up with him as well in the World Championships on the track at Masters level, just on the go at the moment too. Weekend Classic, though, was the Best Met Satellite Championship, won by a sprinter on mountain climbers, turf and terrain. The race was set up through a change in venue which suited the climbers, but would they win? Absolutely not. King Nolan Hoffman did it once again. Let's find out how the sprinter beat the climbers in their own backyard this weekend.
We made sure that we had a big enough gap to the bottom of the hill so that the climbers don't catch us on the hill, and that happened out, and it worked out. It worked out perfectly. So yeah, pretty tough to win a race that people thought climbers would win.
I wonder if it's not a course or a case these days of Nolan Hoffelitis. The riders seem scared to beat him, whether it's uphill, downhill, on the track or wherever. Nolan does seem to have the winning and the beating of most of the pro peloton at this stage. Now going mountain biking, the National Mountain Bike Series drew to a close last weekend. In that series, Philip Bass, the Olympian, was in the lead going into the last leg. Teammate Matthijs Beerkes beat him by 2 minutes in the final stage, which then reversed the tables. Their system, quite complicated, but obviously time gaps give you many more points, and the 4,000 points at the end saw Matthijs Beerkes walk away with a 2017 crown.
2017 has been a really good season for me. I didn't have many bad luck races, so I was quite happy to have won a few races. And the post weekend in Kaapse also winning both days couldn't have gone better for me. And obviously coming from a very bad season last year with a lot of injuries, I'm really over the moon with this year.
Well, so you should be Matthijs on top of the pops this season in the 2017 mountain bike series at national level. Obut Gerrie Beerkes, of course, still winning Karoo de Coast just 2 years back, so the Beerkeses are here to stay. Talking power meters, they were developed years ago to measure improvement in sporting price, and cycling being one of those sports. Essentially a training device. All the studios had them. Now every set of handlebars has this whole console that you can measure power and do all sorts of things with. Has it dampened the spirit of riders? One man who thinks so is Alberto Contador. Just stepped out of his professional shoes, and he feels they should be banned from racing. Maybe they should. Certainly the racing's much more organized, clinical, whatever, than it has been of recent in the past, but Contador might have a point. Nick White, the convener of the road cover team, has his own thoughts on this, and he's an ex-national team captain, a man who really knows all about this game.
Yeah, luckily I think the power meters, the guys aren't going to necessarily race on the road, gauging anything in terms of what they're doing. They're still driven by tactics and, what the race routes and direction and when the weather conditions might allow. It's not going to stop anything from happening in terms of riders using a certain tactics or being aggressive in trying to get away and that type of thing. Power meter is not going to give any advantage to any of that type of thing. That's still driven by feeling and emotion and tactics, I suppose.
Well, emotion is one thing that Alberto Contador certainly was never ever short of, as Nick White will attest as well. Another man who had big victories in his career, winning the Giro del Capo and of course the Tour of Morocco as part of the national team way back in the previous century on some of these occasions. But emotion, the passione, that's what it's all about. And the Varsity Challenge was held recently under the umbrella of FNB. Of course, they sponsor varsity events at national level, very much in emulation, if I dare call it that, of the whole college circuit in the US of A. There you've got to, in fact, buy a ticket, beg a ticket, donate for a ticket. South Africa not quite as popular, but they certainly have a great angle here, and it's all with a wonderful cause in mind.
Many of the sporting heroes we have today came out of varsity sports, like Wade van die Kerk and Caster Semenya, 31 of the current Springboks, even Etzebeth, all of those guys came through varsity sports. So that's how you start, and you make them great for the next phase.
Profound words there from Mr. Stefan Klaassen, of course, who is the FNB man in the Western Cape, one of the heads of this operation down there. Great job they do in identifying South African talent and bringing it to the forefront of the world stage on the sports arena. A young man from Cape Town, Devon Short, only 18 years old, has been identified by Maurizio Fandries, the ex-world road race champion, who's also his agent, got young Devon a ride internationally now. Devon Short holds a unique record in that he won every single national title, about 5 in a row, until he was stopped just this year by Jason Oosthuizen for the junior national title. Let's ask Devon himself whether he's excited, in fact, to be going to Europe, to the big league.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be interesting moving to Italy and racing for an under-23 team. And yeah, I'm really excited.
Well, Devon, it's been a great season for you. You won one race certainly in Spain after your Belgian sojourn of a couple of years ago. You also got a 4th in a major. Which do you rate as the biggest one of 2017?
My major highlight would be, I think, a podium at actually, well, 4th place on GC, even though it's not that elaborate. But I raced the Volta al Bisaya, and it's the biggest junior tour in Spain. And there was something like 240 riders over the 5 stages, and yeah, I was on the day I wasn't happy with 4th, but looking back at it now, being home and stuff, yeah, I think that was my best ride of the season, so I was happy with that.
Well, we wish Devon Short all the best in his European exploits as a professional cyclist. May he even win the Tour de France for us in a couple of years' time. Now they'll tell you that Stellenbosch is the home of mountain biking in South Africa. A roadie moved from the Vaal down to Stellenbosch, Wellen Wilcock, and became a mountain biker. In fact, this season saw him win the Trail Seeker, which is the half-distance national mountain bike series, for the 2nd time in his career. Great result for him, and he's an ex-winner as well of the Tour of Egypt, believe that or not, on the road many years ago. On the track, South Africa, gold medals, Great Red Ride, Gert Forsheur and Adelia Reineke in the Masters Worlds in the United States. Forsheur, you might remember, was the guy that beat the elite professionals, the National Elite Pursuit Championship, a title he won ahead of the top pros as a master cyclist just this year. Brilliant ride from this guy, defended his scratch title at World Masters level. We promised you an edition or two ago we'd go back to the unanswered questions on the Greg Anderson saga. Greg Anderson, the late, was unfortunately run off his bike middle of July by a motorist who got a 3-year suspended sentence for 5 years, and in fact that for culpable homicide. A good friend of his, Tony Riley, is a former state attorney and very disappointed, like we all are, about this quick sentencing and of course the extent of the sentence.
The initial concern we had was one of shock at the speed and the haste at which this case was disposed of. The accident occurred on a Sunday, and by Thursday the accused had been found guilty and had been sentenced. The sentence to my mind was shockingly light. There was no evidence given in aggravation or by the family or by the cycling community prior to sentence. So we've also subsequently discovered there's some serious irregularities in the police investigation and in the prosecutorial process. We on a fact-finding exercise right now to see what in fact did occur, and if we find out enough, we may well have grounds to take it, if not on review, to refer it to the NPA and have them appeal the sentence. So at this stage, we're unsighted, but we are, gathering the evidence.
Yeah, powerful words there from Tony Riley, who we can assure you will certainly not let this matter just lie. And the cyclist, hopefully, will have the final say in this tragic and unnecessary matter. Now looking at what's trending on in the bunch. In the bronze medal position and defeating many other good stories, Bergen Bush, one of the country's foremost multi-day mountain bike stage races. In second, the great results of our masters at World Track Championship level. Of course, Forsheur and Adelia Reineke, brilliant rides there from them. But on top of the podium, Best Med's Satellite Classic, which saw Nolan Hoffman beat the climber Kent Main into the second slot on that occasion. If you've missed any of the details, the links to all of these stories are available in the description right below our picture. So go there and have a good look if you've missed anything. If you've enjoyed the show as much as what we've done doing it for you, please don't forget to subscribe to it and do tap the bell. Now, on behalf of Kutsia Gous and the whole In The Bunch team, this is Johnny Koen saying ciao for now. But on the way, I'm going to find out what the heck a power meter is. Because In our time, all we did was take one smaller sprocket on the back and you trained on that on a Wednesday night to get stronger. I'm off to get scientific. Cha-cha.